Caner Universe, it's Caner Tip Tuesday, and today we're talking cane, empty hand, and the reveal. That's the hardest topic in ACSD cane training today, and I'll get into the details as to why, but I'm going to give you a very concrete example of how it all works. If you're here for the first time, this is a great one to get started with. Welcome, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button with the little bell icon so you don't miss any future content. Avail yourself the most important resource by far, the no-cost cane clarity call. Text the letter CCC to the number on the screen. In less than 24 hours, we will be on a scheduled phone call with you, answering all your questions, because you want to get it right from the onset. Trust me on this. It's going to save you tons of time, funds, and frustration trying to figure this out on your own. 3 decades ago, right? So it's been a while now since we put ACSD together. From the onset, it was a cane empty hand system. There's a concern for self-protection. You cannot be defined by any one tool. Said another way, an over-reliance on any one tool, including the cane, when it comes to self-protection is a dangerous thing. Why? You drop that cane, you don't have your cane, you have something else in your cane, oh, it's no longer cane. You still got to be able to protect yourself and your loved ones. And so in ACSD, the cane teaches the empty hand, and there's different levels of reveal. If you have the cane movement and you're going through the motions and you're doing that, you have 50% of the system. You have 50%. You're operating at 50% rather than full strength. And I'm going to give you one example. And this is how it always was at the headquarters, right? You would do a cane application, set the cane down after you've practiced that, and immediately go to the empty hand. It's not something where you would do it and then next month, oh, we'll take a look. That's working backwards. That's a lot of work. That's not as efficient. And it's tough to have to go back and learn the whole thing again. Many have had to do that. That's not your case today. Let me demonstrate. So let's take a typical ACSD application with the cane that came about many years ago. It's designed to teach different principles. A committed strike. Let's do it at an angle here so that you can see this. A strike, bang, coming in here from the onset. The choking up, right? A lot of detail in this. The step and drag, getting out of the way. The movement of coming in, and the position. Look at the positioning of the hands. Now this is going to be important. I'll show you why. Just this alone. The striking, the anatomical targeting, going to the nose, with an open, and going to the eyes. And then, hey, you putting that cane here when you drag in, bang. There's a pressure point about a thumb width above that elbow. This is, I'm gonna just do it here. She knows what to do when she feels this. She's tapping already, right? The shaft is gonna come over and strikes. Tilt this down just a little bit here so you can see what's going on. Throw it again, not a problem. Bang, we come in here, pop. Look at the leverage. Everything is kept on the table, which means closer to your center. It's never going to be up here. This is a lot of work if this individual was really big. Everything works at this level. Striking behind the head, you have points there as well. And then there's a stabbing of the ribs because they run this way. You're creating the distance when you do that. You step back, chamber, and now here you can clear the house, right, if you needed to. Bunch of principles there, from body movement to anatomical targeting, how to strike. It's not a hokey pokey system. Bang, get in there. The ribs run this way. This is going to go and penetrate through, come right back, clearing, chambering, all these things, right? So then you go ahead and you practice that with your partner. When you're done with that, guess what? You don't move on to another cane technique. Why? Because you have to demonstrate that empty hand translation. That's how it always was. That's how it's designed to be learned. So now you come here again, and if you remember some of this, right? So with the cane, you'd have to come here and chamber. Here now, if you're in an altercation, the hands are going to come up here, so that you can't trust yourself to be fast enough with the reflex. Boom, this comes by real fast and committed. Then you have to. So the hands are already up. Pop, there it is, right? Same position. Look at the same position before you had that with the cane. Now you're going to go here, right? Now here is where it changes. Why? Because with the cane, there's two things. Yes, you lose the distance factor, right, to keep people at bay, but the cane is also an impact tool. It seeks bone. That's not necessarily the case when you're with the empty hand. And so here now it changes. Rather than going to the back of the head or hammering and lifting here, there's a pulling. This is the lock. You're able to lock here. But when you pull in, there's a strike to the temporal region. And now I'm going to take and go in with a 45-degree angle, a knee break, and take out the wheels, right? So let me show you how that works. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit here. And so here's just bang, bang. When you come in here, here's the strike and the possible eye rake, which you don't do with the cane. Also here, bang. Why? Because I want to, if this individual's faster than I am, I want to take out the wheels because I don't want to be chased. So the movement is here, and then you're checking, and then you're out of here. You're out of here. I'll do it one time with the cane so you can tie these in, and one time empty hand. No talking, no anything. Just do it. Right? Verbals in play. Back off. No, listen back. That's what we know to be the cane empty hand translation in ACSD. Many caners who didn't have access to what we have today with the technology, right? No Zoom training, no recording, no Facebook groups and things like that. The only way to learn it, you had to come down to the headquarters, and many still do twice a year during our immersions. It's a great one. The next one is in September, the 23rd through the 26th. It's over 60% full right now. So if you're interested in that, reach out to us. The number to call is 800-289-8188. Today, that's not your case. When you enroll in the Cane at Home 6-week challenge, you have the parallel course, the empty hand 6-week challenge. If you didn't do that, you missed out on that bundled discount. There is, I think for 48 hours, we're doing a $100 discount on that to give you an opportunity, just to encourage you to go back. Yes, you can still enroll when you're coming in on just the cane. That's not the way I put it together. That was never the intention. When you learn it, believe me, your eyes will be open, your mind will be blown at the level of detail and the level of reveal. You will never look at ACSD again and say, oh, it's just a cane system. You'll find that there's much more to it than that. If you're familiar with what I'm talking about, you're an experienced caner, go ahead and comment below, help your brethren out, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Keep caning. Stay safe.